Welcome back to another Real Talk reaction. This one's for Orphan Black Season 5, Episode number 5. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and please hit that notification bell.
Alright, we got a couple of comments from Episode 4, starting with Executive Producer Lisette, who says, "Love the reaction, guys. This was a very informative episode, and I loved everything about this episode. Also, like you, J Rabbit, I loved seeing Sarah and Mrs. S working together. It was beautiful to watch, and I'm glad Mrs. S decided to involve Adele in their fight, and I was pleasantly surprised by how Sarah accepted Adele's help in that moment by backing Mrs. S. But my favorite scene in this episode came when Sarah visited my queen, Helena, on the convent, and their scene was very powerful and exactly what Sarah needed. Can't wait for the next one."
Wow.
Alright, Henny comes through to say, "Great reaction, guys. Like RJ said, this was kind of a bridging episode that gave us some clues about what Neolution's endgame might be, but not giving us all the answers yet. The reveal that Cody was still alive completely took me by surprise when I watched the episode when it first aired, and what they did to the person in the woods was absolutely horrifying. Facts. One of the highlights of this episode were S and Sarah working together, and I love the scene between Sarah and Helena in the convent, which is one of my favorite scenes between the two sisters, and acted beautifully by Tatiana and Catherine Alexandre, Tatiana's clone double. I also liked Adele coming back to help Felix and the family, and the fact that S trusted her enough to tell her the truth. And I thought it was interesting that in the final scene, PT was dressed all in black while Susan was dressed all in white, symbolizing their different stances on how to achieve their goals. Can't wait for you to see the next one. Things are about to get real."
Alright, then.
Alright, let's get to episode 5 right now. That's 2.
You need to leave right now.
Seriously, who is it?
Well, it obviously sounds terrifying. Why don't you leave?
This organism and derivative genetic material is restricted intellectual property. You can't let them win.
I'm intellectual property, Delphine.
None of this matters.
They made me sick.
Then we'll find a cure, okay?
There's nothing that's mine.
Hey, you have me.
You were paid to lie to me.
I'm sorry. Hey, come here. I can promise you one thing here. I will always work to protect you.
This is an old flashback.
And you will win.
They will live,
Yeah.
Catherine.
No, they don't.
Yes. They do.
Not your integrity.
My integrity.
Not your intellect.
My intellect.
Not your humor.
My humor.
Defy them. Live your life with every ounce of passion that I know that you have. They will never own you.
That was some powerful stuff right
Surrogate selection is complete. 1,300 subjects are awaiting hormone injections to prepare for implantation.
1,300, Mama. I'm so glad that you urged us to snap up the patent on those treatments. All right. Pressure there. There we are. If anyone deserves Cosima's inoculation, it's you. More than any of them.
Thank you.
Splendid work you've been doing out in the field. You brought some samples, have you?
Yes. The Sardinian gene bank you purchased is a gold mine, but I was hoping to be on my way to Geneva this week. Patience. You're here for a reason. Everything will be revealed tonight.
Oh my god, Rachel's
Right now we need something from you.
right now.
Your friend, Cosima, she crosses certain lines. Threatens sensitive research.
What is it you need to know?
Oh, is that why we had the flashback? See how loyal she was supposed to be?
That was her dreaming, but yeah.
Oh, is that not real then?
I mean, I'm sure it happened, but it was in her dream.
Hidden the knives.
I've hidden the knives, so you can't stab her.
You're looking well.
The prodigal daughter returns.
Remarkable recovery you've made for a woman your
No,
age.
you too.
Women my age either recover or die.
I'm sorry. If it helps.
It doesn't.
It does not.
Work helps.
Bitch.
You need me for the surrogacy program. And even though you don't trust me, I am the only one you can trust.
Because Neolution science saved your life and now you are born again.
And because I want my life's work to go on for a very, very long time. That's you, Rachel. Please.
You wait till I get up out this fucking chair.
Right.
Hey.
Nice
Did you stop in? Yeah, I just landed. You look great. I heard that the treatment was working. Yeah. Yeah, it's working. I saw you go up to the house. Okay, yeah. I had some samples to deliver. I don't know how long I'll be here, but PT and Rachel want me at a meeting tonight. Really? So what have you been doing for them? I was collecting stupid stool samples from centenarians. And they say science isn't glamorous. I don't even know what it's for. I'm trying to put the pieces together, but they keep us both siloed. What have you been able to figure out? You told me to look into Aisha. Yeah. Look. This is hers. This weird book, but it's got a med chart and a kid's diary in the back, and they reference naked DNA. They're manipulating tumors, not with chemotherapy, but with gene therapy. For Willem's tumor. Yes, the Willem's tumor is caused by a gene associated with organ development, and it normally shuts off in infancy in 28A, right? All the grown-up stuff we do. Okay.
So this is all the more
I'm not
recent
interested
stuff.
right now.
Right, so Project Leda, Project Castor, this is pro-longevity research on the island, and Becky's book.
We know about PT's early life. Elite boarding school, university, publishes on the science of Neolutionist.
Killed his physician father and his adoring mother. And by the way, how are your parents, Cosima?
My parents.
Yes, Sally and
Jean.
yes, Jean.
Well, they still think I'm in school in Minnesota. I haven't spoken to them, I don't know how long. Which isn't unusual for us. They're professors and they live on a houseboat, so they're pretty remote. Anyway, but they're in love. And they love me.
We didn't talk about appearance.
But I haven't even told them I'm sick. Because if I did that, then I'd, crack. And I'd have to tell them everything. I'd have to tell them that I'm a clone. And then they would know that everything's a lie.
No.
Interesting.
What a delicate balance you have. The clinical and the humane. Rachel.
So sorry I'm late.
She did that shit on purpose.
Hello, Cosima. I'll be right down.
Oh, great, because I was holding my breath until you got here.
Excuse me. Sorry. Let's get that phone. What door?
Okay, so Cosima's code name is Sunfish.
Yep.
Yes.
And Helena is Shark.
Shark, that's good. Great. Rachel's trust? Yeah? Oh, well.
That is the hustle, isn't it? How do you go about that? How do you gain someone's trust?
You have to figure out what they want first, and then give it to them without them realizing it.
And what is it that Rachel really wants?
Lin 28A. So-called fountain
This
of
is
youth
gonna end
gene.
with the
We're decades ahead of
monster
popular
man.
science. You're both lucky to be here. It's a momentous time, because you've isolated a mutation in Kira, haven't you?
Bravo.
Of course. Her healing ability is the self-regulating mutation of a gene, which does not cause cancer, unlike Aisha, whose cancer you've manipulated, not cured. You mind your tongue.
No. You're
I'm very interested to hear what else she's learned.
indeed, Cosima. Delphine told us you took a tour of my basement.
Delphine! Delphine!
So I
Look at me.
short duty calls, Rachel?
Yes, I'm afraid it does. The helicopter should be leaving soon. Delphine?
That's it. That's all I can do.
Work in Geneva.
Don't even need to eat.
That's right.
No appetite.
What? Are you serious?
Better leave while you can.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Sorry to cut your reunion.
She's a liar, babe.
I don't know.
See her out if you wish.
Because her face doesn't look like she's committed to whatever she...
Yeah.
She looks fucked up. Like she's stressing out.
Actual hell. Why would you tell him that I was in his basement?
You wanted information. I had to give him something so that he let me go to Geneva before it's too late.
What's in Geneva? What's so important that you would throw me under the bus?
Freedom.
Felix is there.
Felix.
Yes, he's there with Adele. We're all working on the endgame, but I can't share information that endangers that.
Yes, I know, right. Jesus Christ, this again.
Felix is there.
Hey.
Do you remember when you told me you were sick?
So that's the moment, baby.
You remember? You feel this? I made a promise. I promised to protect you.
And I promised to defy them. This is what we do. I push too hard and you do things without my consent. That's our relationship.
Now we can end it. Or we can just accept him as it is.
I guess they made up, though.
Oh, it's so cute.
That felt like accepted.
Yes.
what he does. He divides women. So you just go back in there and act like he's divided us.
Yeah, I know I got cameras in all my rooms. I've been here 100 years for no reason. What, no, 300 years nigga been alive? How long?
He definitely does not.
Ethical thing. Go on.
Couldn't do it, baby.
I know.
Couldn't do it. I thought he was gonna be like, that's my son.
You gave me life. I know you can take that away. You can't take away my humanity.
So she think he lied about being 197 years old.
I'm so sorry.
Dang, he playing around.
Oh,
Yeah, he playing around. Call me young again, bitch. Watch what happens. Well, guess he ain't got to dwell on that no more, do we? You probably can't die. It's just me.
I don't have much time. My flight to Geneva leaves soon.
Well done on securing that. Felix and Adele are making inroads there. How's Cosima?
She's healthy, at least. But we found out what they're really after in Kira. There's a specific gene. Everything I know is not here. Sean, your deep throat, the one that led us to Cody. Can we count on them again?
I'm not sure we should have in the first place. But why?
Because however they're planning to exploit Kira, it's happening soon.
You know what I'm saying?
she's locked in the stupid cage. I'm not
Now
letting
she
you
down.
out, Lily.
Cosima can rot.
Think of my knees, please.
Alright, that was episode 5 of Orphan Black, and I've just been educated on why we didn't need the crazy animal man, and it all makes sense to me now. And that's why he was shot in the head at the end. P.T. Barnum ain't come here for playing, alright? He want all the smoke. You trying to tell him he ain't 197 years old, you got another thing coming now. It is safe to be said that he's probably not 197 years old because we already got Miss Esnim over there doing the research to try to see if this old ass pictures from the 1800s is this guy that's here right now. And I think they're going to conclude the answer is a no-no. Now, if that's the case, then he's only lying because he just wants people to believe it. His ultimate goal is to get the Fountain of Youth so he can live to be 197 years old. I can't believe all this comes down to a narcissistic, I'm guessing, billionaire, because he gotta be super rich to have all these people following his ass for that shit right there. But crazy episode at the end right there, shooting him in the head, P.T. Barnum. I keep calling P.T. Barnum, but P.T. So now Cosima locked up in there. It's just a whole bunch of nothing. But yes, Kira's gift finally came back around that she can heal really good, and we've seen that like way back in season 1, just like what's. That's why they need her to do it. Now, I do not condone them taking all her eggs out there, but hey, this is
No,
Orphan
you can't
Black.
say, but hey. You can just say, I don't condone it. Period. But hey. Hey, if they got it, they got it. What are you talking about?
No. Just saying, this is Orphan Black, so I'm pretty sure they're probably gonna do it if they are successful. But no, they ain't gonna be able to do it. So, hey man, let's see what happens. I'm interested to see what's happening in the next episode.
I'm so glad that things came together at the end, because at the beginning with the mouse and the cancer and the things, I was like, what is happening? I don't understand what's going on, but yay. Now I do. So, yes, there were so many things happening this episode, specifically going to Mrs. S and them tracking PT through history is going to be fantastic, and how that all plays out, because ultimately he used a power play to create this illusion that he somehow has found the answer to increasing the length of his life, and in that way he can inspire pretty much anybody who believes in his doctrine to do crazy experimental shit, like Cody on this guy who would take it all the way there, because like ultimately it's for the greater good. We've seen it in PT. Look how old he is. We can all be this old. We just have to push the envelope a little bit further. So he's created this whole doctrine, this whole environment, this whole group of people that believes in everything that he's doing, and it's going to come to find that it's bullshit, and he's been lying, and they've created some type of strategy in which they go away in history and they come back when they're a certain age, so that it creates this timeline, so to speak, of one person, but it's not one person. And I hope that's what reveals, because that's fucking genius, and I love the shit out of it. But on to the gene that they're trying to manipulate. I thought that was brilliant as far as the storytelling there. They initially found it in the guy, I can't remember his name. His name was told this episode, but I don't know what his name is. They did crazy experiments trying to pinpoint it there. That didn't work. Now they have the girl who ultimately has a cancer, which is her kidney cancer, and by manipulating that, they can kind of pinpoint it, so to speak, but ultimately that's not a long-term solution either. And then we have Kira, who ultimately has it on full display, is able to heal herself, and all of that good stuff. Similarly, which we already know with Helena's twins, are able to do the same thing. They've healed themselves too, and now they have to prove that it can be handed down to other generations. So their sciencey minds are like, let's put it in let's pull Kira's eggs. We already have 1,300 surrogates. And I was wondering, why do they keep fucking talking about surrogates? What are we using surrogates for? Now we know. Because they're going to impregnate them with Kira's eggs. What the fuck is happening? This is insane. So much going on this episode, so much revealed, but let's talk about the greatest portion of all is Delphine and Cosima together again, even in small doses, was so fucking cute. Having the flashback of them when she first revealed that she was sick, having that come out, having the moment when they walk out and Cosima's dressed up like the suit while Delphine wears a dress just to piss off PT. All the good feels that they're on the same page by the end. All the good feels. Yeah. So this is definitely a Delphine Cosima centric episode. I appreciate the fuck out of it, because we've all been missing this for the last 5 seasons. So I really appreciate that they allowed us this episode. So
they still gonna have a conversation though after this all said and done.
I mean, once they're out of the hot fire coals, they can just be a regular couple. They've been in fire since the moment they've met. So it has been turbulent, to say the very least. But and I am excited that it feels like we're getting Kira on the same page, and she might be able to show some of her spidey senses to Sarah, and how are we going to utilize that? It'll be interesting to see. Yeah. But yes, solid episode. I feel like now I'm ready for the rest of the season, because I feel equipped to take it on.
Now we have a complete understanding of what had happened, and what's trying to be. And so now we can go ahead and finish this thing off and be like, how would it end? So, all right, well, look, thank you guys again. Thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk Reaction for Orphan Black Season 5, Episode 5. And until next time, people, peace.